All right, guys. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. I've had a few emails lately asking me what my reference system is now comprised of. So I wanted to make this video. Every year I do one. This will be actually my reference system for 2023. And let's just get started. We're going to go right here. A lot of this you guys are aware of, but right now, this is my reference for these speakers. This is the LUXMAN 595 ASE. It's the special edition. I've talked about this in the last couple of videos, but it's a beautiful integrated amp. It was limited. 300 of these were made. I believe they're all sold out as far as I know. This is a beautiful sounding and looking integrated amplifier. Class A, 30 watts into 8 ohms, 60 watts into 4. The LUXMAN does have more power than the rated specs. It goes into Class AB. They don't publish this, but others have measured these amps, the 590 AX2, for example. So this is an integrated that really powers the speakers in this system extremely well. Also in the system, I have this, and I talked about it, the LUXMAN PD151 turntable. This is the old version. They just released a Mark II, but this is, just as good as that new version. The new version has a different arm, I believe, but this one also has the LUXMAN MC5 cart, the LMC5 moving coil, and I have tested this going directly into the moving coil input of the integrated. Sounds lovely. But what's even better is this PASLabs XP17 phono preamp. So I have the turntable now hooked up to the XP17 phono preamp, which then goes to line 2 of the LUXMAN. So this is a gorgeous turntable, the brushed metal on the top. It's just a beautiful, simple to use and set up turntable. I love the looks of it, and I bought this as a store demo because I wanted something to match the integrated. Now, on those nights when I want more warmth and beauty and glow, I use the preamp out of this LUXMAN to go to this little Dennis had Inspire 300B set, right? Single-ended triode amp. This uses Western electric tubes. If you ask me, the best in the business for 300Bs. They're starting to branch out into making other tubes from what I understand. But this amp has that glow, that beautiful warmth in the mids and that expansiveness. Really sweet sounding amp. Now for my digital, I have tried so many DACs over the years. Just in the last couple of years, the Chord Dave was one of my favorites. The Weiss 501. I still have a few decks here, actually. There was an HiFi, a Signature DSD Pro that I thought was really, really good for the money. Many decks have come in and out of this room. The one I settled on a little while ago, and I've kind of bonded to it, is the DCS LINA, now originally made for headphones. You don't need to use the DAC or the clock, which is right here, for headphones. You can use them for speakers as well. And this is a phenomenal DAC. As a matter of fact, I received an email this morning from someone who said they bought the LINA and the clock and it transformed their system. So I was happy to hear that. I really, really love this DAC. Now I am using it with some pretty snazzy SHUNYATA cables here for the clock connection. And as far as other cables, I'm right now running almost a full loom of NORDOST Red Dawn LS, right? From power cables to speaker cables to interconnects. I still have Blue Heaven power cord, which is what I have hooked up to the turntable, but everything else is Red Dawn. I found Red Dawn brings a little more body and warmth versus Blue Heaven. And a little more detail in the treble, which is good because the speakers that I have here, and I'll tell you a little story about these. Now, anybody who's watched me know that I love my Fleetwood DeVilles. I've lived with the DeVilles for about a year now. So I can give you a year update. I almost sold these guys a week ago, and not because of any dislike of them, but because I received an unexpected medical bill that I thought my insurance was going to pay. And we're talking a five-figure bill. And when I get an unexpected bill like that, I freak out a little bit. So I was going to sell these to help pay that bill. And then Debbie and I, we went out and we actually got to listen to some really nice speakers. Not that I was going to replace these with speakers double their cost, but we listened to top-of-the-line Magnepans. They were like 8 feet tall, powered by $200,000 or $300,000 worth of gear. And we listened to some really nice tannoys. I love tannoy. I love Magnepan. But both systems didn't sound, to our ears, any better than the DeVilles. So I knew right then and there these had to stay, and I found another way to take care of the medical bills. I love these speakers. Debbie loves these speakers. We've been listening almost nightly for the last 2 weeks together in here, and she really likes the Dennis had Inspire when it's hooked up to the preamp outs of the LUXMAN. She digs that sound the most. I'm torn between this and this on its own, but we have something else in the mix. Let me talk about the speakers a little more though. Now I've had these about a year, the DeVilles. I had the standards, I upgraded to the SQ, which is right here. The SQs have an improved crossover, and the entire speaker, top to bottom, is made of torrefied Pennsylvania ash, right? So these are all real wood. There's no veneer here. It's not particle board. These are real wood, and they're torrefied. They're baked. They're cooked. This prevents the wood from shrinking, expanding, contracting, whatever, and it adds stability. So you don't have to worry about the wood getting all cracked up or swollen up or whatever with humidity changes. I know of no other speaker made with torrefied wood. I know of guitars made with torrefied wood, but not speakers. And I just love the design of the DeVilles. They look really cool from the side as well. And they're ported on the bottom, so there's no rear port. They're not sealed, but they have a unique way that they port on the bottom. And if you didn't want to use the stands, there's a base Fleetwood makes where you could set them on a cabinet or what have you. These are the magnetic grills, which are an extra. These are some expensive speakers. I think they're about 20 grand as you see them here with the stands. But again, listen to some speakers that were double the cost, and we preferred the sound of these. We didn't feel like we were missing anything. It was just a different presentation. Now down here, yep, there they are, the legendary PassLabs XA60.8. I do swap these in from time to time with a PassLabs preamp. The Pass versus the LUXMAN brings a little more warmth, glow, a larger sound stage, a more relaxed presentation. But if you want the energy, the LUXMAN provides that. But I do have my moods, and I have it where I can easily switch between the PassLabs and the LUXMAN sound. And I find that having two options like that on hand in your system is really useful, because it keeps me from wanting, you know, to go buy another amp. Right now I get a lot of amps in for review, and sometimes they come in and I want them because I'm so thrilled with them, but then I remember what I have is already beautiful. So this way, if I want a more laid back sound, I could pop in the PassLabs. If I want a little bit more of that lit up sound, I can turn on the LUXMAN. Now I do have other gear. Some of it's in boxes, some of it's in the guest house. Here is a DENAFRIPS Terminator Plus. It's got a little dust on it. Terminator Plus 12th Anniversary Edition. This is brand new, right, from DENAFRIPS, and it's their flagship above the Terminator Plus. It has like 3 improvements over the original Terminator Plus. I just took it out of the system to film this. It was in place of my LINA, and the DENAFRIPS sounds really, really good. It's I'll talk about that in my upcoming review. I think that's going to come out on November 18th, 2022. What else can I show you? Down here, I have a PassLabs XP10 preamp, an oldie but a goodie. And if we go back here, I have some EMOTIVA T1 Pluses in for review. I've been listening to these, swapping them in and out with the DeVilles. These are like 800, 900 bucks. For that kind of money, they're really good. There's some EMOTIVA bookshelves. There's a PASS XP22 preamp, which is what I tend to use when I hook up the PASS amps. Beautiful, beautiful sound right there. Have the focal Bathis headphones right there. I have an HiFi stream. It's called HiFi Stream. That's in for review too. This is a streamer. It actually displays your album art here. So it's a streamer and a DAC built in, and it allows you to use the apps. You don't have to download an HiFi app. You just use the Spotify app, the Tidal app, the Qobuz app, what have you, and stream direct to the stream unit. This is like 1,200 bucks or 1,300 bucks, and it is a step above something like the Blue Sound Node because the DAC in the HiFi is really, really good. A really solid product right there for $12.99, I think it is. So this is my reference system. Red Dawn cabling throughout. You can see here. This is NORDOST Red Dawn. FLEETWOOD DeVille SQ speakers, which I've come to the conclusion are indeed going to be my lifetime speakers because there's nothing else I have interest in when it comes to speakers. I've heard a lot, and there's a lot of great stuff out there, but for my tastes, I love horns, but I don't love the horn wonkiness and shoutiness. These don't really have that. They don't have any shoutiness. They don't scream at you. They don't project at you. They're not offensive in any way. If anything, they're warm, plump, and slightly laid back. So having electronics that inject a little more life brings these to life in a beautiful way. So yeah, PASS Labs, PHONO Stage, LUXMAN 595 ASC, LUXMAN PD 151, Dennis Had Inspire 300B, DCS LINA DAC and clock, and the PASS Labs monoblocks Class A XA 60.8s, and the PASS Labs XP22 preamp is the main one that I'd be using in here. So this will be my reference system for 2023, at least for the winter. Now, if something else comes in for review that like slaughters this, which I don't see happening, maybe I'll swap. My rule with HiFi is if I like something better, life's short, right? If something comes in that I like better and I can upgrade to it without losing any money, and it's hard to do this, but it is possible, then I can do the switch. If I don't lose money and I find something that's crazy good or crazy better than what I have, I will upgrade to it and sell the old piece. That's just an evolution of the system. As the system sits here now, it sounds better than it has since moving into this house. And I've had some pretty amazing stuff through here. So this system is magic right here for me, for my ears, and Debbie loves it as well. I think tonight I'm going to hook this guy back up, and when we listen tonight, we'll be listening to some 300Bs. And I like the fact that you can use this as a preamp, and it's a mighty fine preamp as well. I also like that you can use it as a power amp. This, as a preamp, has more gain on tap than the PASS Labs, which is a low gain design. So there's differences in everything, but this is a really solid system. I will say LUXMAN, if you own FLEETWOODs, LUXMAN Class A is a top-notch synergistic match. Name Super Nate 3 was a synergistic match. The Enlium Amp 23R, great match. And of course, the Dennis Had 300B is a good match if you like that set sound. So that is my system as of today. We're in November of 2022. Changes are always happening every year, maybe even every 6 months here. But one day I'll show you guys the guest house. There's a whole room full of boxes of HiFi stuff. So, you know, I'm going to have to thin out some of that old stuff here eventually. But thank you guys for watching this video. Hope for those of you who asked me what I have in the reference system as of today, hope that answered your questions. And yes, I have these blinds open so I can film and have some light, but these very thick blinds go all the way to the floor if I'm seriously listening. And there are no room reflection issues in here. There's no bass issues, there's no treble, there's no ringing, there's no reflections. Everything is fantastic in this room. It's not an ideal room. I don't have big high ceilings. It's 13 by 18, but you know, it is what it is. I sit right here, which I'm going to change this out and have either a love seat or I need a love seat. I need 2 chairs, but this seems too big in this room for me. So I'm going to change out the seating in here, and that'll be about it. So love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.